Welcome to Something Like That with Nav. How you doing? How you feeling? Which part of the world are you listening in? Which part of the world? Could it be Brazil? Could it be Cambodia? Could it be US? Well, wherever you are, I'd like to say a big hello and thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully you have subscribed to the channel. Doesn't matter which platform you're on. If you're watching it on Facebook, hey, make sure you follow us, like us, share it as much as possible. And today's show, I have someone really special. This band is pretty kick-ass. It's a cool cat. They're out with two brand new singles, which is called Never Ended. The other one is Good to Go. And I have the main man himself, Jay Rizwan. We're talking about Hey Jay. Hey Jay, right?
Yes. Hi, Nav. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure, man. And I'm just going to
Yes.
ask you this. I believe I asked
Yeah.
you this before. The idea of having the name Hey Jay, when you decided to come up with that name, did you ever think about how many people would be having the same name on the internet? Did you ever think about it?
Yes. We thought about it, but the way to differentiate is we just put exclamation mark to it, so
That's
that
the
it will be
most.
yes.
That'd be easier. So just in case you want to find Hey Jay, put that exclamation mark, or else you're gonna crack your head like how I did, man. Anyway,
So
it's
sorry
no.
about that.
Don't be sorry. Wait, you need to be sorry. On the bright side, look at it this way. There's so many that name that Hey Jay is branded everywhere. So the moment you click it,
Yes.
everybody has to really put in an effort to really look into your pages if you had any. But the good news is this: you have a kick-ass band. It's an awesome band, man. I've just checked out the
Oh,
music. It's awesome. It's wonderful. But I need to know a little bit about the band because on social media, it's always about you. I see you talking a lot about the band, and the band
yes.
as itself, they have their own things going on. Just let's find out a little bit more about Hey Jay. Who is in
Oh,
Hey Jay? What is the band all about? Who's who? I know you have a whole long list of members in the band. It looks something like UB40 there. So please,
oh,
please help me out here, man.
oh, okay. First of all, we don't sound like UB40, even though they're
No.
great.
Yeah, they don't sound nothing like UB40, man.
Okay, so we have six members. Apart from me, we have Boy, who plays lead guitars. We have Stuart, who plays rhythm and lead. We have Shake, bass. We have Felicia, is the only female member in
The
the
rose
band.
among the thorns.
Oh yeah.
Or is he the thorn among the roses? Which one is it?
I think more like a sunflower.
It's okay, okay.
Yeah, she plays keyboards, and then we have Wah as a drummer, and just to clear, Wah is a Malaysian. It's just his
Yes.
nickname. Yeah.
Made in Malaysia.
Yes, made in Malaysia.
Okay.
Ancestors maybe from Jawa, I don't
I don't know,
know.
lah, but passport says Malaysian. So for all the
Yes.
immigration, DBKL, you don't have to waste your time looking for his passport, lah.
Yes, no need. I can
Oh man,
vouch.
it's cool, man. But you've been in the scene for a very long time, right? You've been in Korea for I don't know how many years
uh,
have you been actually?
oh yeah, I've been in and out. Basically, yeah, I did have a band in 2010, but we broke up in 2016 after like we released two singles, and yeah, and then just like we go our separate ways, and then came the opportunity to have this band. It's really coincidental, where that I was featured to perform in a place in PJ. So that place is kind of like, if you have a full band to perform with you, the show will be great because the equipment, the everything is there. So I just like I want to make a good impact to that show because since it's my first feature, so
Right?
I did
Is this Merdeka Raya?
Merdekaria, yes,
Oh,
in
that's an awesome
PJ.
place, man. They used to feature a lot of great bands over there too.
Yeah, like when yeah, if you get featured there, it just kind of like a kind of waste. You feel like a waste if you perform alone, just you and
Okay.
the guitar. Like you want to make like a more memorable kind of show, right? So I did ask like my friends that whether they want to back me up. So initially it was just like a one-off gig that they're gonna back me up, but apparently it didn't turn out that way. Like we had so much fun, and then subsequent to that, like we've been invited to like to perform other shows as well. So it just kind of like it sticks, you know. And then yeah, then it's agreed that okay, let's proceed. Like we're gonna record the songs that we have using the same lineup. But we did actually we have like one or two members that left the initial group, so it came in the new ones lah, like we have right now.
Nice, man. So it's just like pure coincidence. It's just like what started off as a performance ended up being a full-fledged band for songs which is being written out there, which you wrote actually. And I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's a long list of songs that's coming out also, right?
Yeah. Like so far, we had two singles out. Like
Okay.
yeah, we already recorded like five songs already. That is like yeah, waiting to be released this year. So we have like maybe three or four singles that coming out this year. It depends on the outcome of the MCO. You
Oh
know.
man, that's another bummer over there, man. But for the benefit of those listening in and watching this particular podcast, the unique part about this band, Hey J, if you check out their profile, maybe on Spotify, you can even read this on Spotify. It says that Hey J is an alternative rock band based in Kuala Lumpur, mixing the sound of grunge music with post-rock guitar riffing, stadium rock keyboard lines, and hard rock drumming. So it's a combo of everything. But what I need to know is what is this stadium rock keyboard lining
Oh,
lines?
okay.
I don't know, man. You got to help me out here because this is something new for me.
Oh, okay. Like to put it in a reference, like if you listen to like kind of like Bon Jovi, Aerosmith, you know, this like kind of that line strings, you know, like there's a,
Ah, okay.
yeah, it's kind of like that kind of vibe, you know. It's just like when
Ah,
yeah, it's like this like it wraps up all the bass and guitar sounds like become
ah.
into so that there's no loopholes.
That
Yeah,
sounds really grand, man. That's something
yes,
nice to put on a portfolio. Why didn't any other bands think about that? Putting this whole genre. But in a nutshell, if I want to grab the whole thing, whatever you described down there, to the
yes.
genre of the band in simple words, how do I describe it? Is it like a rock band? Is it like a pop band? Is it like I don't know, a contemporary band? What would you call yourself?
Oh, okay. Basically, we don't label or we put a stamp to our kind of music or genre because like each of the members came from a different musical background. Like for instance, like Shake who plays bass, his background is like more blues.
Okay.
He plays more blues. Like Wa and Boy, they're from a punk rock band called Johnny 23. So they're
Oh, okay.
yeah, so they're more influence is like more towards like American punk, like the Bay Area kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, then you have like Stewart, who's like probably his most influential music comes from like post rock bands, you know, like Mogwai, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So like then Felicia, like she's a universal kind of like musician. She can play everything, every genre.
Nice.
Yeah, even reggae as well. You
Wow.
know, yeah,
I'm so
like as
looking forward
for
to meet her.
oh, okay, sure, one day you will.
Not for the personal reasons, but for musical reasons. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope my wife is not listening to that. But anyway, and for you,
Yeah.
your influence, because it says a lot of it, when you have a particular influence by an artist, it says a lot about his music based on whatever he listens to or you're following. So for you, what is your influence like?
Oh, okay. Generally, my influence, like I grew up listening to Seattle music, Seattle sound. You know, it's like way before like Nirvana came.
Nice.
Yeah, way
The
before Nirvana.
best genre ever. Seattle grunge,
Oh,
Seattle rock. It is one of the best genres that ever was produced from the 90s, man.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
True,
miss
true.
that, man. I really miss that. Until today, like I said, I mentioned this before. It's always in my playlist. I have a whole playlist on Spotify that's meant for Seattle grunge and Seattle rock. It is the best one ever. I hope they
Yeah.
have more bands out there who still plays those kind of tracks. But is their music, does that have that influence in your present music?
Oh, okay. When I yeah, most of my songs, I would say that it came from that that kind of inspiration by listening to these bands from Seattle. Yeah, I would put Nirvana aside because there's a lot of bands coming out during the late 90s and early 2000s. Like they're more influenced by that particular band. Like for me, I'll try to experiment my songwriting by combining the inspiration from basically like all bands possible coming from Seattle, which I know of.
Okay. So at least it's a
Yeah.
nice feel towards that. And you have
Hmm.
you were released a single last year in 2020 called "Never End." That was considered your first single for Hey J, right?
Yes, that was the first. Yeah, that was the band's first single. It came out. It yeah. To us, it's kind of like a good reception. Because
Good.
like yeah, because like coming from individually from the open mic scene or from the indie scene. Yeah, like among our peers, they know what we're doing. So it's just like when the song came out, yeah, we'll be getting a good kind of like good reviews and good support, and then which attracts like this one production company that came approach us that say, hey, we want to do a music video for your song. We just like, oh, we're like blown away, like something that we never anticipated or never imagined or never planned to have, you know.
Nice. It's like everything
Yeah.
falling in place without you expecting it, right?
Yes, so when
Lucky
we
guy lah.
so
What
when we
tuai?
get, yeah,
Tua
like we
ayam
have
di kaki, tua you kat mana? Ah?
not sure yet. Let me look. Let me look.
But this song "Never End," what was it all about? Because when you
Oh,
listen to it, it's like every song that comes out has a different interpretation for people who's listening to it. But for you, when you wrote this song, what was this song actually all about?
okay. Like never end, right? Basically, it can relate to anybody who listens to it, okay? Because it's just not like tied up to one specific situation, you know. Generally, it just like you're making a decision in the past, which you
Mm-hmm.
thought that you are making the right decision, but as the years went by, like you realize that you kind of sort of realize that you made a mistake,
You messed
and
up, lah.
yeah, then you regret of making that decision.
Oh man.
Yeah, in the end you stuck with it,
Ah.
like yeah, you kind of stuck, so it's kind of like a bummer down the thing, right? So the way to express it is, yeah, it's through like this song. Yeah, it's not from my personal experience per se. It also is like a combination of observing friends, family, relatives, colleagues. Yeah, they're going through this uh, sort similar situation but different kind of scenario.
Actually, we all messed up at one point of our lives, and until today, it's like definitely there's so many. I got a long list of things that I messed up, and right now, if you look at it, if you say this is what the song is all about, I got to start writing it down, man. I think this is going to be a
Yeah.
very long list. I can create about 4 albums based on my bad experiences.
like like
Yeah, but
like like for me, right? Like, okay, uh I decided that during that time that I don't want to study for my SPM. Yeah, then I regret of not studying.
tell me about it, man. Who
Yeah.
studied for SPM? Who studies back then, man? Now maybe lah, but back then, who ever studied? Everyone main tembak je. It's just that you study for the first 6 months of the year, and then the remaining 6 months is all main dadu. You throw the dice.
And toyol, bro, toyol.
Toyo. Yeah, you just start praying. That happens, man. Those who are sitting for SPM, especially if they are in Malaysia right now, all the kids sitting for SPM. If you're listening to this
Yes.
podcast, do not listen to us. We are bad influences to you.
Please
Your
study,
parents,
study.
yeah, study, or
Yes,
else your
please.
parents are going to sue us for no reason. Ada budak rambut panjang tu cakap jangan belajar. Okay. But anyway, the second single that you came out with, sorry, this let's talk about the Never Ends. Sorry, Never End track. There's also a music
Yes.
video for this song, which you
Yep.
mentioned earlier. A production company
Yes.
wanting to do it, and I've also noticed that he had the Seattle feel and partially, or the influence in that music video, was that your idea, or was it the production company? Were they fully on the creative side of it?
Oh, in terms of music video,
Yeah.
okay. In terms of storyline, idea came from the one of the directors, because they have two directors for their music video.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did go through like I think two meetings to tally up the storyline, because like basically, because since we have no idea or no plan of doing music video, right? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so we just want to know from their perspective or their understanding of the song, and then what the song should be transpired when it comes to the music video thing, right? So yeah, we went through a few ideas. So hence they came of the idea to relate the song involves relationship. That means in like kind of like unstable relationship. If you look, if
Okay.
you watch that music video, yeah, it's kind of like emotional thing, right?
I felt sorry
Yeah,
for the girl. Like she had to pack her bags and leave the house.
yeah, it
Usually,
was.
in most music videos, the guy gets kicked out by the girls. You know, when he gets kicked out from
Yeah,
her house. This time, the
yeah,
girl got kicked out from his house. I felt
yeah.
sorry for her. Like.
We want to avoid the cliche thing, you know, want
Yeah,
to
I
be
know.
different.
Because trust me, I know if that was reality, the moment she leaves that house, there'll be another guy waiting at the junction there just to pick her up. In
uh,
reality, lah. In
is
reality, lah. But
it?
but I don't know, man. You gotta watch
Yeah.
the video if you want to know what we're talking about. And you're out with a brand new track called "Good to Go."
Yes, there was a second single. Of course, that song, so how to say that, made us like, gave us like the opens up more opportunity to us. Like
Okay.
also, yeah, like we did not expect um what the song is, what the reception thing, because it's like if you compare to Never End, right, it's kind of like a different mood, you know, so to speak,
Okay.
right? Yeah, so so the reception that we got from Good to Go surprisingly also exceeds our expectation, whereby, you know, like it got been played overseas, like in US, Canada, UK, and
Nice.
yeah, and some countries in Southeast Asia. Yeah, I'm not sure about South American though, but yeah.
Yeah. You never know, lah.
Yeah.
The sky's the limit, lah. It just goes there. And the good part about this particular track is also featured in one of the online radios abroad, right? It's in the
Yeah,
charts right now at number 2. Is it number 2, number 3?
yeah, currently at number three, it is Indie Rampage Radio. Is an online independent radio based in US. So whereby it just started somewhere last year. I think August or September 2020, and one of our peers, who also is an artist, her name
Okay.
is her name is Hira. She recommended that, hey Jay, try to send your song there. So we just kind of like just like emailed the song and was not hoping for anything. But eventually we got to our song got to be rotated daily in
Nice.
their, yeah, in their radio. So
That's
it's like,
more than whatever Malaysian radios do, man.
uh, yeah, yeah,
Hint, hint.
hint, tell me about it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but yeah, and then we got like some sort of like recognition where you say that, oh yeah, your song is in the charts, weekly rock charts, then people get to vote your song. But we were not aware that it would reach that kind of heights, because it is that we get to find out that like we got the support and votes from like US and UK mostly, that voted for us, you know, like, oh,
Cool,
coming
man.
from Malaysia. And then in January we got number ones in two consecutive weeks for weekly
Wow.
rock charts. Yeah, and then we like been recognized as like artist of the month, you know, that kind
Whoa.
of yeah, even though it's like still a new online radio, right? But
Yeah, but the
the
thing is, it's a different audience altogether because we're talking about like if it's an online radio locally, it's a different story because you have a very niche market and there's limited people locally based on the population of listeners. But if it's going
yeah,
abroad and you have people from different countries voting for it and being featured, well, that's awesome, man. That's absolutely cool. definitely they'll be
Yeah,
looking forward for more tracks to be coming out. And I'm sure that you have a long list of songs. And you yourself, you're a songwriter, right? You not only just you can perform, but you're also a songwriter. And I'm pretty sure
yes.
you have a long list of songs that you have that's not released. Roughly, how many songs do you think that you written so far?
Wow, okay.
Or
If
you're
you
just
like,
keeping it in the storeroom right there? It's like, okay, whenever I have the mood, then I'll take it out.
oh,
Roughly.
oh, okay. Like, what I can tell you is like most of the songs that haven't been recorded yet. Yeah. Like apart from writing songs for Hey J, previously I did write songs for my old band.
Okay.
Yeah, I do write songs for other singers as well. And then I did wrote couple of songs to major labels, but I cannot say it's mine now because I sold it off.
At least
Yeah.
you got paid. Okay.
Yeah, but the song got hit big time, like okay.
Aduh, man, that's
Yeah.
painful, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Okay,
no regret.
earlier we are talking, going back a bit about the things that you regret in life for your song never end. Okay, can I put
Yes.
this in the list?
Yes, can put that as well.
Oh
So
man,
yeah, so like roughly I wrote about like 35 songs as of now. Yeah.
wow, that's a lot of songs, man. You put 5 songs to an album or 7 songs to an album, then you have about 5 albums there, dude.
Yeah, but I'm sure that not all them are good. You have to
You
go
never
like
know.
you have to go to screening first. You have to test with the band
Ah,
first, like whether it's going to be A side or B side, like those days.
okay. Oh, yeah, actually, I come to think of it. But the thing
Yeah.
is, this songwriting is not an easy task. It's not everybody's a songwriter, especially when it comes
Yes.
to lyrically and other stuff. But for you to write a song, what inspires you a lot? I mean, what makes you write songs? Is it when do you actually get that idea, that light bulb burning for you to write songs? Is it based on places you are at, people? What makes you write a song?
Oh, okay. I think like commonly like others, right? When you start to learn to play music instruments, like
Hmm.
you're getting bored of playing covers. I don't know, like from my experience when I started to pick up a guitar and learn by myself to play, right? Yeah, it came to a point that yeah, I think I should write something. And then like I was like kind of influenced at the local underground scene during the mid 90s, right? Yeah, when they have like these all big bands coming up, oh, they write their own songs, they don't play covers at gigs, like yeah. So I will thought oh, okay, maybe I should give a songwriting a try. So yeah, like from there it's kind of like that I reached some sort of like satisfaction, like I remember I managed to complete my first song my we just with 2 chords. It's just like, oh, you feel happy gila at that time.
I wrote it. I wrote it all by myself, man.
Even though it's a 2 chord song, but yeah, but that song sucks anyway. But,
Hey, man, you never know, man. These days, listening to whatever is being played on radio, I wouldn't be surprised if that becomes a hit.
yeah, like then from there, right? From there that I start to become more observant, like more sensitive, not just to the environment, like people around me, like looking at people, not being judgmental or what, but it's like more of like, okay, observing, because like you read like other artists like how they get inspired to write songs, right? Basically it's just like you learn from them by reading the magazines, like how they share what their
Okay.
songwriting is, not about technical stuff, but in terms of like the main inspiration why they want to write this song, that song,
It kind of influence you in some way, lah.
yes,
Ah, cool, man. But
so
I don't know. I don't know whether you're single, you're married, or whatever. But has there ever been a situation where you had to write a song to your spouse, or do they have an expectation? Since you're a songwriter, they would expect you to write a song for them. Has that ever happened to you in your life, in your career in music?
oh, okay. I wrote a song for my friend, but he wants to dedicate that song to his now
Ah,
currently
so
wife, you
you
know.
you were like the ghost writer for a relationship.
Yeah, you know, it's like they're getting married, you know, so like he want to surprise her during the
Oh,
reception, wedding reception. So he asked me to write a song for him.
wow. Yeah, during
Uh,
school days, we used to get friends to write love letters for us. Now they write love songs, huh? Not bad, man. Times have changed so much. Oh,
yeah,
man.
true. Yeah.
Let's get back to the band a little bit right here. Okay, now you're out with
Yes.
the second single, and I'm pretty sure there's a series of tracks that's supposed to be coming out. And how many tracks do you expect to release by this year, 2021?
Oh, okay. Okay. Before I go there, basically, like we are still in promoting or expanding good to go. You know,
Okay.
yeah, because basically, like our plan is like we want to drain out each single that we release so that we can move on to look forward for another single. You know, that we can focus on. So basically, currently, like now, good to go is still how like we believe is still still in the hype, you know, like people
Okay.
still, yeah, people still listening to it,
It's
people
still
still,
fresh.
yeah, kind of like fresh, you know, like currently the song right now is in the local lah charts now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is in top 3 as of now. So yeah, we still like, yeah, we are still in the, you say that, appreciation mode, you know,
Nice.
like yes. So we plan that we're planning to go to do a music video for Good to Go. In some way, like we want to say thank you to our supporters out there, you know, like for, you know, like promoting our songs, for sharing our songs, you know, like yeah, it's basically it's like a sign of appreciation to them, you know, before that we can close the Good to Go chapter and we're going to go for the next single
So you got
release.
it all well planned instead of just coming out with music for the sake of coming out. So you have it planned, music video promotion, and try to expand it as much as possible, get into the charts. I like your band very much, man. You're thinking way ahead than most of them, which is
Yeah.
absolutely cool, man. But the sad thing is this. Of course, everybody knows this whole MCO thing has been a big, let's say, obstacle for performers, especially musicians like yourselves or bands like
Yes.
yourselves. You can't go out and do your performances because it's nice when you have a song out there, you want to perform it live in front of your fans or future fans. But this particular time, nobody is allowed to do it outside. But
Mm,
there's a lot of live stream things that's going on. I
yes.
don't know, Facebook Live or Instagram Live or some takes or whatever you can think of. Have you guys actually gotten into that? Do you all do those kind of live shows?
Oh, okay. So far, we have not yet done a proper live show yet. Yeah, but because I did watch a lot of live sessions, you know, locally, internationally, you know. So then it's kind of late, but I came to realize that, yeah, like you need to have like good sound quality, like if you want to perform basically like in live sessions online, because there's no other platform to do it if you want to engage your audience, you know, because we cannot go out, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so in order like for us to reach people outside, you know, like we just cannot go like empty, you know, like with our gear and equipment and just perform, you know, like we need to have like a decent quality in terms of audio. Yeah.
Very true, very true. First impression plays a
Yes.
lot because if
Yeah.
it doesn't sound right, people just get turned off within the first 30 seconds and then it finds annoying.
Yes.
I mean, you watched a lot of shows before and I have checked out myself.
Yes.
If the sound quality is bad, it only lasts you about 30 seconds. No matter,
Yeah.
even if it's your best friend performing, if it
Yes.
sucks, man. I don't want to waste my time there.
Yeah, yeah, true, true. That's why like we want to give like the best to our audience. Like so like for me, even though it's kind of I'm still learning the, not to say the languages, you know, that like the technical things, you know, because I just got my equipment, the audio mixer interface,
Okay. Well,
the
that's the
mic,
first step.
yeah, yeah, still studying things. Yeah, that's now. So like, yeah, it's gonna be like matter of time that, yeah, you get to see us
But don't
or
wait too
me.
long, man. Don't wait too long. I'm looking forward to check you guys out on the live stream part of it.
Oh
the other side
yeah.
of you. Yeah, of course. Of course, no doubt. I would like to watch you live as in person, but these
Yeah.
times, at least the next couple of months, live stream is the way to go for it, man. It's definitely
Yeah.
going to be the way.
Yeah. Hopefully soon. That yeah. We'll perform live. No worry. Online.
Cool, man. And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you also have a day job right now, and you you have to juggle between your music and your day job. But I'm
Yeah.
always curious. I always wanted to ask artists this particular question. Never had a chance to do that. Do the
Mm.
girls go crazy at your workplace knowing that you're in a rock band?
Oh. Okay. It.
I always wondered
Okay.
that.
Oh yeah. It's kind of subjective, you know.
Really? Yeah. Do they go
Yeah.
like, hey, Jay's a rocker. He's my man. He's my abang. Those kind of things. Does that ever happen? Do they throw themselves at you?
You know that kind of hype doesn't last long, you know.
But it did happen, lah. It did happen, lah.
Yeah. It kind of did. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I
Yeah.
gotta pick up music, man. I gotta pick up music soon. Oh man.
Yeah. Let me back you up. I can play for you.
Okay. But was it fun? I mean, was it nice getting this kind of attention, or there's always an expectation by these people who always want to see you perform, make use of you? It's like, I don't know. It's like Jay's a singer. Let's put him in the company dinner. Let's ask him to perform over there. Hey, Jay's my friend. Hey, come, let's do it for my wedding. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it's kind of flattering, and then it's nice to be appreciated. You know, but for me, it's like I try to say to myself that don't get carried away. Because like when you talk about company functions, weddings, everything, right? Like people like, oh, they like you because you like, oh, you can do covers. You can do,
Okay.
yeah, you can do this song, you can do that song, right? Because like, but the main goal is just like, will they appreciate our song? Like
Okay.
our own piece, right? So yeah, that's like slowly when it comes to friends, colleagues, right? Like every time, like if I write a song, if I release a song, if the band release a song, I always say, hey, come and listen.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
always a thin, fine line between an artist and a performer or
yes.
entertainer. So it's like among friends and all, it's always you're an entertainer, but outside of it, you're an artist. It's two different worlds. You wouldn't want to get people mixed up with that, right?
Yeah, true. Like if you are successful as a songwriter, as an artist of your own art, then yeah, naturally you will become a new entertainer.
That's nice. That's a nice way of putting it, man.
Yeah,
And well, on talking about all the artists and things that you do, I've also noticed something that you don't exactly have a band page, as in social media, because you have individual pages. That I've noticed that, like I said earlier, everybody comes on board this particular show has something unique to be carried, and I've also noticed this on Hey Jay because I've been trying to find Hey Jay's band page or social media page. There doesn't
yeah.
seem to be any. Why is that?
Oh yeah, you
Any
couldn't
particular
find it.
reason to that? Yeah, I know. It's like when I highly would recommend not for you not to go on Facebook and look for Hey Jay because trust
Yes.
me, you'll find about at least about 300 Hey Jays over there.
Uh, yeah.
So you don't
Oh,
really have a band page, right?
yeah. No, we don't. We don't. There's a reason to it.
Why?
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling you now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm about to tell you now. Yeah. We did have a discussion. As a band, like you sit down and discuss, like whether or not that we should have a social media page or account right now.
Okay.
And then yeah. Then after further deliberations and discussion, yeah, we thought that okay, as of now, it's better not to have. Is because like we are still new. Like
Okay.
yeah, like we are still new. It's not like about like we want to misguide or like we want to show a wrong impression when it comes to social engagement, right? Like because every time a new band comes out, they just comes out. This is my opinion. I'm not talking about the other bands per se. It's
Okay.
my opinion. You know, like, yeah, when we see that if a new band comes out, you know, they just straight away, even though they have their materials and their products, right? They just publish, they just create their own social media, which is their social engagement starts from zero, you know,
Okay.
right? So it's just that, okay, like for us, right? Our music is kind of new to people, right? Apart from our friends and our colleagues and our friends. So we like people knowing us individually, right? You know, so we decide that, okay, like before that we need like to like strengthen our foundations in terms of social engagement.
Okay.
So that when we then in future, if we became more established, then it's a good time to have like the band's page or
Okay.
social media. No, because like coming from experience as well, like you see, you know, like we oh, we're excited, yeah, let's do the band page, you know, and then after 3 4 years, then the page becomes idle.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I
that
have so many pages like that. If you just
yeah,
look for NAV, I think I have about 5 pages of NAV.
yeah, so we want to avoid that, because like our focus is like to sustain as long as possible and focus in terms of getting as much as songs released as possible, you know, like
At the
that.
same time, you
Yeah,
build up the curiosity among the people who's the craving, the anticipation of people who wants to see a page. But
yeah,
just
and
in case, if they want to get in touch with you, how do they do that? It's like they want to get in touch with you. I don't know, maybe on other matters like social media. They want to get your music, get to know you better. Is there any particular like I don't know Instagram page or is it individual pages?
oh, okay, okay, well, for Heiji, right? Yeah, people can, yeah, they can just like access my individual IG profile
Okay,
and Facebook profile, J Rizwan, JAYRIDZWAN. Yeah, the all updates regarding KJ's music, yeah, will be updated there. You know, like we won't be individually publish or post with other band members to avoid
okay,
confusion. So it will be basically the main how you say that, the main spot, you know. It will
okay.
be, yeah, it'll be my social media. Yeah.
Okay, you just check him out. Jay Rizwan, that's the Instagram account. I'll try to post it that somewhere. And of
Yes.
course, are you on Sugarbook?
Oh.
Just kidding, man. Just kidding. I was trying.
uh,
I was
yeah, yeah,
thinking of
we
getting messages.
we should have like a joint account or something,
Yeah,
right?
I know. Just in case, like, all doesn't work out. Like, yeah, better be careful, man. Oh man, Sugarbook is another crazy thing that's been going around, man. I don't know, man. The
Yeah.
children these days, I don't know. I'm still
Yeah.
trying to. I'm still stuck with the Facebook thingy. I don't know. Too
Yeah.
many accounts, man. Too many social medias. Clubhouse, Telegram, this, that, this, that. I don't know how people
Yes.
keep up with that. Are you active in all of those, or are you just like specifically Instagram and Facebook?
Oh, basically like Facebook, the Instagram and Twitter.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, like Tinder. Yeah, soon I think.
Okay, dude, I gotta have that. I'm still trying to discover that. Dangerous a bit, lah. I might
No,
get
okay.
divorced if that thing, if that app is discovered on my phone. But anyway, you never know. Just check it out. And once again, for those who have not checked out the music yet, please do head on to Spotify. Just look for Hey Jay. That's HEY space JAY. There's an exclamation mark over there. All right, just
Yes.
click, type that, and you can find it on Spotify. Two great singles. The first one was called Never End, and the second one, which is recently released, called Good to Go. It is available, so make sure you just click on the link and please follow them or subscribe or whatever you have to do it. And most importantly, share it. Okay, you have to share the
Yes.
track. Share it with as many people as possible. Two ways you can do it. One, you can tell people that this is an awesome track. Check it out. Second thing is, hey, check this track out and tell us what you think about it. So go ahead. As long as you spread the word as much as possible, you never know. Maybe after they reach about 10 million hits or views or whatever you want to call it, they might just give a free cake or whatever like that. You never know. Just wait for one lucky person there. Jay, thank you so
Yeah.
much for all the time, man. Thank you so much for coming on board, and
Yeah. No
it's been a
problem.
pleasure. And if we only knew what exactly happened behind the scenes, it'll be Exhausting to think about it. But anyway, thank you so much. We'll look forward for your new tracks, which will be coming out pretty soon, and also the music video for Good to Go. Any idea roughly when would that take place? When you estimate, like based on the current things that's going on?
Oh, okay. We try if MCO smoothens or isn't up, yeah, we should be able to finish the recording somewhere in March. Then
Nice.
hopefully it will come out before fasting month starts. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, it's so fast.
Um,
Time is flying so fast. We're talking about fasting month already. Ah,
yes,
man, can't believe it,
yeah.
man. I felt like it just kicked in MCO, the first one, 1.0.
Yeah, yeah. It's almost the anniversary of MCO
Yeah,
already.
exactly. And that fast, time is flying. All right, before we
Yeah.
wrap it up, anything else you would like to share with the for those listening in?
Oh, yeah. First and foremost, I'd like to give a shout out to all my band members, Boy, Shakir, Stuart, Felicia, Wak. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for everything like this. Yeah, we would have done it because if it wasn't for all of us, doing this together. Yeah, appreciate much. And then to all other musicians, other singer songwriters, thank you so much for for inspiring, giving inspirations, yeah, directly, indirectly to the scene. Just keep going, man. Just keep going. And thank you, Neff, for the opportunity to be here. It's such an
It's my
honor.
pleasure, man. It is my pleasure having you on board. I wish you all the best,
Yeah.
and I'll look forward for more stuff coming up from you. And
Yes.
remember, for those who are who's checking out this podcast, please remember to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you need to do, share it as much as you can, and feel free to give
Yes.
us your feedback. Just follow us on social media, which is facebook.com/
Mm,
something like that with Nav, or you
yeah.
can follow us on Instagram, which is SLT_Nav. Was it SLT Nav? I don't know, man. Just find something like this. Look for it. I can't remember
Yeah.
everything, man. I'll just try to
Support
post it up
Neff.
here.
Support
Yeah,
Neff.
just gonna post it down here so you can read it for yourself. Thanks a lot,
Yeah.
guys. Hope to see you
All
guys again
right.
soon. Have an
Yeah.
awesome
Thanks,
day.
man.
Bye.
Cheers.